Yeah, we did. We're fuck it. Halo's our new thing.
We're doing Halo again this Thursday.
Stream should be back up now.
So I'm gonna try and be available on Thursday. I'm scrambling because I'm going out of town a week from Tuesday, and I've got 90 million things to get done. And
that is a-okay, man.
That's
like,
fine.
yeah,
I will try and be there because I do love Twitch Thursday. Twitch Thursday.
Yeah.
All right,
man, we got to keep the alliteration going.
Looks like our stream is back
interaction with
up.
the people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Yeah,
looks like we're streaming. Well, nope. Now we're back up.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
All right.
ladies and gentlemen, sorry for that interruption. Streamlabs is being stupid. Also, might have been my fault because like my VPN was acting weird. So I was like, okay, so that could be that too. But then again, I'm currently using Streamlabs, and Streamlabs has been acting not for me but for Mike, and he can attest to that because we were both in the same situation on Thursday.
I'm fucking paying for Streamlabs. This is bullshit.
I'm being a free jockey.
Yeah, like fuck it up for you makes sense, but for me, it's just like I am a paying customer. What is this bullshit?
Like, I pay good money for you not to fuck up.
I paid money for your ass.
I'm basically
giving you dollars not to suck.
Yeah, I'm paying $10 a month for this thing to basically fuck up the title and description of what it is we're doing each week, and it is killing me.
At least, I mean,
Like one of the descriptions, learning for beginners. Description: sexy goblin.
I mean, it's gotta quickly get to just be like the nerding for just save the stream as like nerding for beginners Twitch Thursday, and then just the description's going to be like we're playing a game. What game?
Don't know.
It's gotta look different than what it is we're actually playing. So just a heads up.
It's been bullshit. At least your titles were like your titles getting fucked up. Mine is just straight up the stream. It's just like no. So I was like, because this happened before y'all came in. Because Glenn and I was like, oh shit, it's not working. I had to re-put in the stream key because apparently I forgot it. But
of course.
But yes, getting back onto topic, we were just done talking about sad boy things while also helping out people. But onto a lighter note, something a bit more our speed. You know what I'm saying?
Have you looked up road trailer racing yet?
Not yet, but I was talking about the 400Z, a new video that came out.
Minor technical announcement and somewhat motor. It has motors. Apparently, they've spun up Mars Chopper.
Hell yes.
Was it Resilience? Is that what they're calling it?
I think it is. I think it's Resilience.
Perseverance is the probe, but yeah, they've apparently spun it up and done its first static test. So
nice.
We're flying on other planets, gentlemen.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
What you're saying is I'm gonna drive my 400Z on Mars.
We're doing
That a boy. Oh.
Your Forerunner will definitely run on Mars.
Forerunner on Mars. I'm insane.
I was like looking at my 400 earlier today. I'm like, I can't even be mad at this thing. I've literally basic maintenance on it, and it just keeps going.
Hey, man. That's how the fucking van is, man. It's just
keeps going. It's like, I'm there for you, bud.
Yeah.
All the way, baby.
Every now and then I need you to be there for me, though. That's what my 400 did this past week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So I'd like to review the new video that came out for the 400Z. Yeah, hold on.
Yes, 400Z.
Where was it? Where was it now? 400Z new look.
What are you doing?
I'm pulling up this damn video.
Oh boy!
I cannot play the audio because I don't want copyright, so I'll just pull it up for everybody to see. If I can.
Okay, and just use your imagination.
No, you're gonna have to look back at the
Here's mine.
Imagination.
I just thought of freaking. It's like, Charlie, we're going to Candy Mountain.
So you're looking at the new commercial, and it's just like all disease coming up. It looks great.
I want that yellow so bad.
That car is so proper. I was not enthused with it at the beginning, but the more I see it, the more that car is right.
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't ready for how great it. Like I was already ready. I'm like, yeah, new Z, and it actually looks like a Z. Yeah.
I kind of had some recoil because the 370, the 350 is not great. The 370 was horrible.
The thing is, the 370 is a very good performing car. It just kind of looks like a Gundam had sex with a Transformer.
Yeah, it just looks dumb. Yeah.
Yeah. And then so I was kind of recoiling this 400. The more I look at it, it's got that tail end particularly sells it for me.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of a Z31, Z32 looking tail, and
so like if you even look at like an old Z30, right? Those are like the taillights of a Z30.
Oh yeah, I mean,
then
right now you're seeing like the Z32.
Like there's one right there. There's the Z30 going by.
They don't mention the Z31 though.
The little thing they do to the headlights, the kind of the swoop bottom, so it kind of gives it that almost 280 look.
Yeah,
I mean, just that fastback, so it's thrown right back to the 240, 260, 280.
The problem with the Z31 is that the Z32 itself is kind of the same car.
Pretty much.
Yes, very much. It's almost
very much shaped the same.
The Z32 is like a facelift on the 31.
On it. I love the Z31.
I do too, but the 32 just kind of feels like a facelift of the 31.
It basically is. A little fatter, a little facelifted, a little rounder, more 90s.
Right.
But I want to play with that 400 because that's coming straight for Supras and NDs, and
it already wins.
It's not here to joke around.
Factory manual option, it wins.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, so we really haven't reached any big news since like around last month regarding the 400Z, but just a few tidbits in there. It's basically like some possible power numbers. It's basically what we already discussed, but just in case people don't know, let me pull up something here.
400 horse. Fairly square torque numbers, if I remember correctly.
And they have like 3 different like 3 different trims for it. I'm currently looking
3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah, I'm currently looking at Car and Driver magazine right now. And let's see here. So
they still exist.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Subsidized by the big 3, baby.
Woo! So it's around 400 horses over the Toyota Supra's 382. So you know they're gonna post about that.
They're dropping on me.
Exactly.
The 3-liter twin turbo base model. I'm on CarBuzz doing it because they give me pretty good numbers. 3-liter twin turbo base model is 300 horse and 295 foot-pounds, which is a little less horse than the 370, but almost 30 more foot-pounds of torque. The Big Daddy, they're looking at 400 horsepower. There will be a Nismo.
So, there's 3 or 4 trim packages. I was going to go for the middle one because that has a higher horsepower engine.
Right.
But it doesn't have all the bells and whistles I need.
But we're also looking at the top of the line thing, the Nismo. A Nismo that's going to be brought to the U.S. that is new and is nice, unlike the Juke, even though we kind of got them. It's weird.
The saving grace for me is I will be able to buy a brand new 400Z in 2035.
Yep. Don't worry. They'll add one more trim package, slightly update the looks, and charge $6,000 more.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, what was the last upgrade on the Frontier, Mike? Was that literally 17 years ago?
Something like that. I mean, the 370Z has essentially remained unchanged since it debuted.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
17 years ago, I was still in my fucking
charge
diapers.
more for it, baby.
The 370 debuted in 2006 or 2007.
I was 7 years old. I mean, 6 years old.
2009 is when it went on sale.
So
okay,
here's what's crazy. You can pick up a 370 for the same price as a 350Z now.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was still in Idaho when it dropped. It must have been a 350 that was out when I was in Idaho in 2007.
So
it's.
But speaking of mad sports cars, I saw me a C8 in the wild yesterday in that beautiful candy apple red. It looked like it rolled out of a Ferrari factory.
Right.
All right, I'm picking a fight right now.
Okay.
I don't like them.
Fight
I don't
me.
like them. I can go
Put
to
up here and fight me.
Like that's the thing that you got your kid and he sat in the top of it because the doors don't shut on it.
Oh no!
And now
Mike,
mediate
this, Mike. Mediate this.
See these, Glenn? See these hands?
What do you think, Mike? What do you think?
Well, I mean, the C8. I mean, it's one of those. It's another Corvette. They just did what they probably should have done 15, 20 years ago.
Okay, here's what they did.
Years ago.
They took the C7, right? Yeah. They took the cab of the C7. And they,
Right.
Yep. Yeah. And it screams "Hello, Nurse" to me.
Oh dear.
It screams. It's like 8-year-old Tommy's drawing in class. Is what it looks like.
It should have.
Have you seen 8-year-old Tommy's mom?
I have seen 8-year-old Tommy's mom. Oh, hey. Mike, don't even at me, bro. I'm in that. I'm in it, baby.
I'm just out there saying, hey, kids, if mom's looking for a new stepdad.
Everything about the car is great. Don't get me wrong. It's just when they're in certain like yellow or like some of the colors I've seen, they just look like a Power Wheels toy to me.
That's the wrong button. That was the wrong button. That's not what I wanted to pick. Hello, I just wanted.
This one was in red. It was in that beautiful red color.
See, I haven't seen one in red yet. So
it looks.
I've seen one in red. It
looks like a Ferrari.
I see one in red actually where Mike lives, right? Like at one point. It was weird because I was going up to the wing coop as you do, and
as one does
exactly. And as I was driving by,
check.
Fuck off.
That's further away.
As I was driving by, I see this beautiful CA pull up, and I was like, oh. I'm like, why does like where Mike used to live? Why does like every single like street always have like a super fucking nice car? I always imagine just Trent stalking me.
So the thing is about Utah, so me and my friend are talking about it, there's a lot of money in Utah.
Oh yeah.
But Utah has a lot of low-key rich people. Mm-hmm. So they just kind of live in like the same house or whatever. Like the other day, it's like maybe a $300K house. Brand new fucking McLaren just parked in the driveway.
Yeah.
I was up in the Avs, or well, not really at the Avs, but up south of the Avs, and rolling through there, and E63 AMG wagon, just stunner, $100 and something $1,000 car, rolling around in an ancient neighborhood of $500,000, $750,000 houses, but yeah, it's like you say, low key money. It wasn't flashy car, it wasn't in a flashy neighborhood.
No, yeah, like that's the thing. Like the culture around here is just to be like. The stuff that you need to be flashy with is just like it has to be a big thing, and sports cars tend to be small things. So that's why it's always just like big truck, big house. That's how you flex your wealth. But like, you get like the $130,000 fucking E63 or whatever, and it's like silver, stock wheels. It just looks like any other fucking E-Class.
Gunmetal bone stock.
He's driving like I'm fast as fuck, boy.
You could have parked it right next to an Audi A4 wagon or like a Volkswagen, was it the Passat wagon or something? Like it was gunmetal, bone stock. But I saw them 3 letters and I'm like, I know what you are.
Yeah.
I know what you are.
Pretty much. That was my thought.
But yeah, so that's my goal.
It's your goal. But
Giants are attacking me. They're giving me the COVID.
Oh no.
Oh, no. What's the number for 911?
Quickly. Well, speaking of new cars, we also have like something else I wanted to talk about before we get into our usual ideas. Before we get into ideas, I also want to talk about because this corresponds to the post I made for the Facebook page. Jesus
Christ.
Are you okay there, buddy?
Jesus.
Don't worry, we're born 6 feet apart.
Yeah, I'm a whole ass 600 miles away from you.
I will cough in a box and send it to you.
Fuck off. You're not. Anyways, so this corresponds to a post I made just today promoting this episode. It was a meme I shared of when you drop a socket in your engine bay and you're paying Plinks.
Plinko.
I've done that.
Every time I hear it, I think of the pachinko machines in Japan.
That's what I think it too.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So I decided to go spelunking on my ass, and I had to remove the battery and almost the radiator to get it out of it.
Jesus. So I
have magnetic pickup devices because
I got
engine bays are small.
That's what you.
It got wedged under the radiator.
So yeah.
Oh, there have been times where I've just said. There have been times where I've just said fuck it and just ran to the O'Reilly's up the street to grab a new socket or whatever. I'm like, I ain't getting in there.
There's a 1/4-inch ratchet in the frame rail of the Volvo.
Nice.
In the frame
rail? There was a small hole, and I bumped the ratchet, and it went ding, 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 bling, like
just
all right, well, I can live there now.
Oh man. So what I wanted to talk about was, what was your worst experience with this specific thing? Where has your socket or wherever dropped inside your engine bay that was a total bitch and a half to get out?
It probably has to be that one I just told about the Volvo, because it's still in there.
I got you.
Go ahead, lay it on me.
Aerofront Ford had a 94 F-150.
Okay.
So 2 fuel tanks.
Right.
Both of them held on by their skid plate.
Oh, God.
The fuel filters are between the driver's... So there's a driver's side tank, and then there's a tank that sits in the rear immediately in front of like where the spare tire would go. So the fuel filters sit inside the rail between the driver's side longitudinal fuel tank and the rail. There's about a fist's worth of space to get between there.
A fist.
You're working blind, and they're held on by pressure fit, by captive pressure fittings that you release with a 2-part disc-shaped, kind of a donut-shaped tool that you put up in there, and then you push and you push them up in there over the fuel lines, and you push in to release these spring clips, and then push a little, and then pull the fuel line back out. It's been several years. I can barely fit my wrist in there to turn my hand that direction.
Right.
It was a nightmare. And then you drop one of these pieces onto, and you can't tell which, because there's like 4 of them in the set, 4 different donuts. You don't know which donut you need until you trial and erroring them up in there. Ooh. And when you drop one, it catches inside the C-channel frame rail, and then you're trying to grab it blind and pull it back out.
Oh,
so that, or the 19.5 extensions you need to change the rear to passenger side spark plugs on that truck.
Oof.
It's extensions and wobbles and joints, and because all the smog system is right there.
Right.
Oh, I get it.
I was about this far from grabbing a hole saw and punching a hole in the fender liner and just going through.
Jesus.
But yeah,
that's
ingenuity.
I love that truck, but God, working on that truck was half was joy, half was nightmare.
Jesus Christ!
It's like the driver's side spark plugs. You sat up on the fender, and they were sitting right in front. Do them all, and then the passenger side spark plugs take more time to do one than it did to do the entire driver's side.
We're both shorter gentlemen, so our arm reach is not exactly quite there to help out either.
See, I got lucky where I have short legs but long arms. Problem is, you see this arm, you see all that muscle and fat?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Beef?
Like, there's probably more scars and cuts on my freaking forearms than anything else on my body.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I know the feeling. I got the big, thick arm.
But what I really want to know is, what is Mike's like worst experience with this?
So it's either the most painful experience I ever had owning a car was the GTI, just because it did 2012 Volkswagen Audi group things. So that was tight.
Some slam, damn. Okay, bringing the heat.
It was made even better because the buying experience was delightful. The driver's side fender, bumper, and hood were the same shade but had different flake in it than the rest of the panels on the car. So
that hurts.
The driver door didn't fit. The last service I did on it with shout out to Ben, who's now doing his own thing, but I used to work over at Streamline. Was told it had all the new, like, the updated coils. No, it was old style Volkswagen, 2 clearly Alibaba special, and 1 of the new ones.
Oh, dude, oh my God.
Yeah.
You had me at the body parts, because these guys know how much I hate that shit. Oh yeah.
No, it was, I mean, it's one of those, I keep seeing like cheap like Volkswagen Audis pop up, and I'm like, I could like get something like more fun than the van, but then it's just like Europe has hurt me in ways.
But it's also the reason
I don't trust Volkswagens with radiators.
Yeah, man. Europe has hurt me in ways that only Africa and a lot of Asia can feel. I'm not ready for this now. I can't do this.
Germany out of my life.
I'm honestly a little surprised that's the one you went with.
Really?
I was more thinking, what was the downpipe that we tried to do on Big Ronda?
That one was annoying, but that one actually, like, other things on Big Ronda because of that stupid, God, somebody told me I didn't have to, like...
MK3 Supra, Mark III.
Yeah, Mark III Supra, yeah. Somebody told me I didn't have to, like, take the intake manifold off to get to the starter, so I'm sitting there with just, like, 17 feet of extensions.
That's what we were trying to get to that one day, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then the guy was just like, well, how high up on the lift are you? And I'm like, I don't have a fucking lift. And he's like, oh.
Oh. Yeah, we tried to do that from the top, and that was the only word. Mike and I both have fairly healthy arms, and they did not fit.
No. Doggos! There's two of them. I see two tails.
Stalin and Lenin.
Yep. Hello, comrades. Comrades. Anyway, so it was, yeah. But I mean, the Supra was just kind of like, I did drop things into that like 2-piece manifold. That was a pain in the ass trying to get stuff out of. Or the Subaru, which, man, I have stories about that car. But
it's a Subaru. Who doesn't have stories?
Oh God! But just like the intake manifold was just like up off the block, so stuff could like bounce it down and under it.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, such a pain.
I remember my Subaru. I remember it well.
And hello, adorable comrade.
I mean, because I love Big Ronda, but man, that car was... That 7M was a wrestling match.
Yeah, it turned... Yeah, that was...
Or a wrestling match.
Yeah.
It's a great car. It's a great motor. I still want one badly.
Oh, puppy.
Especially in the color that Ronda was, that deep maroon.
Yeah.
Hello,
Lennon.
What's funny is I think that the 4Runner is one of the paint codes for that maroon. Because it's red, but it's also maroon. That's weird.
Yeah. It's not as dark, though. The 4Runner.
No, it's not. I think it's like the 4Runner one. Because I saw a brand new 4Runner run around the other day. Same freaking color.
Comrade. Nice. Comrade Lennon, please deliver your manifesto.
But, no.
Bork. Okay.
Aru.
He doesn't really bork much unless there's somebody at the door.
Aw.
But yeah, no, that car, I want an A70 still. That car makes me so happy.
A70, bro.
Comrade Stalin, deliver your manifesto.
Yep.
Aru.
Aw, not a boy.
All right, get out. I gotta deliver my thing. Then we'll get on to Low Gear ideas, and then after that, we'll get to rant time. Then we will be done.
See you, puppies.
So today I was working on the Cressida, right?
Yeah.
I forget how weird 5M motors are. So like the cams technically are in the head; they're in their own little spots.
Yeah, they're strange.
Yeah, they're called cam towers, and they're on top of the head.
Oh boy!
I'm literally a dual overhead cam.
Do you think, Mike?
Will do.
Okay, so meanwhile he's out, I got something. I got mine. I don't know exactly what's my bitch when it comes to.
You have so many.
I do. I have a lot. I have a lot of shit boxes that I had in my life. And
everything after the Mini.
All right, the one thing you know what it is. My shit box, ladies and gentlemen, for working on a piece of shit car that was just terrible to work on, was my Z31.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That car. Oh.
All right.
We had to drill out pulleys and.
Yeah. So let me give you a quick backstory. So I had a sweet motorcycle that I pretty much built, which had a cool ass centrifugal clutch, which is just basically like an auto clutch. So you let go of the throttle, then you shift, and it had a stick shift. It had a suicide shifter that I extended to reach my side. So whenever I had a big 8 hangers and I was shifting like this.
You should have kept the bike.
The thing is, I pretty much built that thing for $450, and I used a Chinese motor out of it. So what happened is that this guy hit me up, and he wanted to trade his Z31 for my bike, and I'm like, you know what? It's a car. I'll just take it anyways. Little did I fucking know. I had my friend help me out, load it up to a trailer that I rented from U-Haul, bring it back to my house, and then I had to call like 5 of my high school friends over so that we could push it up to my fucking garage, because if only Brandon has really visited my house, he knows how steep my driveway is.
Yeah, it's just steep enough. It's like a 4-degree slope.
Yeah, it's annoying as shit.
Just enough to suck.
I know, and there's not that much space because my common Gia is sitting all the way in the back of my garage.
Yeah, little bastard's got a drop-top Gia sitting in the back of the garage.
All right, shut up. We'll get into that in another episode. So I get that in there. It's not currently running, okay? It's not running, but I know I can fix it. Because at this time I was working at Shuenja. Go visit them if you want, because they actually do really good builds.
They're cool.
Especially with wiring harness. Anyways, so I go there. Don't worry. Anyways, I go and start working on it. So my problem initially was the motor ran fine when I could start it. The battery was ass, so I had to replace it. And I might have got a DOA battery because I got it at O'Reilly, so who knows. And then I also had to work on the alternator. However, the alternator was such a fucking bitch that to find an OEM alternator for that was stupidly expensive for no reason. So I decided to go for, I think, an Xterra alternator.
Mm-hmm. What's up? Was it? I know it was an alternator conversion that was very popular to do.
Yeah, it was off. I think an Xterra or something. It was off one of the regular cars you see nowadays.
Yeah, with like basically the same engine layout for the most part.
Pretty much, yeah.
It almost bolts up.
Yeah, and I couldn't really use Z32 stuff. So I get this alternator, right? So I finally get it. I was like, sweet, cool. And Brandon gave me wheels for the car, which was sick for the time.
I just delivered them. That was Casey Adams.
That was Casey Adams.
The setup man for that.
Yeah, so
our friend Casey Adams.
Mm-hmm. So I get this alternator. I go in to try to work on it. It doesn't fucking fit. So what do? I go around every machine shop around the whole fucking valley. Nobody could do it except for this one older gentleman who used to be an OG out of RMR that did all the drag races back in the 70s. Like, this guy runs a shop in his backyard, and he got it done for me. He got it to fit exactly the way he wanted to. I was like, sweet. I take it back. I start working on it. I fit it in, but once I try to start tightening it down on a VG30DE. Oh, dude, it is. I dropped I think it was like a 14 mil. I dropped that shit down, and then suddenly I had basically my arm would have to right here. It would have to split in two in order for me to get it. It took me 3.5 fucking hours, and I had no magnet. 3.5 fucking hours to fish that shit out with the guitar string I had laying around and a fucking rag.
Sounds about like doing oil filter on a 1985 Olds Cutlass Sierra, which also is in any of the transverse 6-cylinder 80s GM products.
Oh yeah,
where I didn't know at the time that if you remove the passenger tire,
right,
the oil filter is fairly accessible. I didn't realize that until I was working on a 96 Contour later. So I'm trying to go, through the lower control arm or around the lower control arm.
Right.
My arm doesn't hinge in enough places to get to the oil filter in this wonderful Malaise era product.
I know that problem.
Because if that engine was turned the direction it was meant to be installed,
right,
then the oil filter would be low, forward, driver's side, very accessible.
See,
but no. Yeah. Front-wheel drive means we turn it sideways and put it in a place where it was never meant to go.
Yeah, exactly.
The Crimean's God man.
It's fucking bullshit. And the VG30 off my Z31 was such a piece of shit. Fucking don't get me wrong. The VG30 by itself, it is a great legendary motor from
your
Nissan.
VG30 was a problem.
My VG30 was a problem because my Z31 in total was ass. The whole thing, it was a rust bucket. I actually almost put a hole through my fucking frame rails, and I had to smash it in through the fucking mallet to get it back straight. And
yeah, that car was.
And the alternator, like I said, 3.5 hours trying to fish a fucking 14 mil with a guitar string and a goddamn rag.
Goddamn.
I know. Finally, once I did that. Young me, keep in mind, I didn't have that much experience working on cars quite yet. I wired the alternator wrong, and once I tried to start it, smoke came from the alternator, and it didn't burn the alternator. It actually it burned the harness connecting to the alternator, which was even further back into the motor. So I could only getting running for 30 minutes. But when I did, it was a welded diff, and it was a stance drift car. Two things that should not mix at all. And
nope. But there you were.
It had rust as shit, welded S13 eBay special coilovers on there. But once I finally got it to run, I ripped ass. But let me tell you what, if you ever work on a car that's a piece of shit, a Z31, in my opinion, takes the cake. Even the Z32 is easier than that, because at least the Z32 has like less rust than a goddamn Z31. Don't ever get
that Z31 was. I don't know which one was worse, honestly. That Z31 or that goddamn 240 you had for a little while.
Oh, man, Jimmy.
That pile of parts.
240 alone. She tried.
It was a pile of parts that looked like a 240. Vaguely, if you kind of squinted and the lights were off, you could pass as a 240.
Why am I getting called out like this?
Not you.
I'm talking about the piece of crap car that we picked up.
Oh, that's right. You helped me fucking shit. I remember that.
Now, here's the thing: is we traded a BMW an E46 BMW for it.
It was a shitty one too. It was a shitty E46 that's like.
Yeah, if you ran it for more than about 5 minutes, it overheated.
Oh
man. Yeah, that's kind of a BMW.
I was saying,
as was the style at the time.
Oh my God.
Exactly. I mean, it was. It was, Air B. He didn't lose anything making that trade.
No, I really did.
Traded one set of problems for another.
Exactly. It was this shaped pile of garbage and that shaped pile of garbage.
The funny thing about that E46 is that when I delivered it, I didn't fucking e-braking up. Like I didn't brake fast enough when we were unloading it, and I hit the front in the dude's garage, and they gave me $50 for it. I was like, here, just take that. Oh boy!
Oh God, that was hilarious.
That was a fun time. Oh man! So those were our experiences for shit cars that were just bitches to work on. Not necessarily shit cars, but just bitches to work on. But fucking hell, mine was shit. But now we move on into the namesake of our beautiful segment here. We move on to the low gear ideas. Oh yeah! Woo! He knows. Now, last week we had the $600 shitbox race in Dubai, proposed by Glenn. That was crap. My dog kind of helped erase it with his fucking nose, but I chose a 2.5 RS, going a little bit of rally style. We got to get it for the $600. Brandon chose a
Geostorm.
He chose
nothing but class, baby.
Oh yeah.
Well, I wanted an Opel GT, but I couldn't afford an Opel GT, so I went with an Opel GT.
Geostorm.
And I don't remember what Glenn took because my dog erased it. What did you take?
It was a 94 Ford Taurus on 32s, boy.
That's right. And we abbreviated our choices to the greatest abbreviation here, the KGB. That is us. I am K, he is G, he is B. And
of course,
we chose that as the top pick, but the other two ideas was the Rotilla Racers.
Mm-hmm. Rototiller racing.
Yeah, Rototiller racing, where we be redneck as shit, and I have my bitch wife Tammy in the back while I'm chugging the shit out of a fucking Eagle beer.
Smashing natty lights.
I'm just imagining that episode of King of the Hill where Khan just goes full like redneck white trash.
Exactly. That's exactly what we were going for.
White meat is a freaking.
Hey, do you think your neighbor can take a simpleton with a 2x4?
Do you think your neighbor can take simpleton with 2x4?
Well, I'm asking because I'm here at the stick fights and your boy's up next.
And then the next idea we had was my idea, which was the $750 boat race taking place in Vietnam, going to Halong Bay. Similar to the Top Gear idea, where they took motorcycles all the way down to Halong Bay. Except we're doing this, we're catching fish, and we're not stopping, not at all. We're full speed all the way. We gotta catch fish, or whoever wins gets to not pay the tab of everybody else.
Okay. I went for reliability in this match. I went for a 1.6 liter Ford Z-Tech engine.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
I went for a quad moped motor setup on a longboat, and a fat Vietnamese guy up in the front playing an Aru, doing just Eurobeat on an Aru and shit, so that way he could counterbalance the four motors in the back because he's fat.
So I went with an OM605.
Okay.
with the injection pump turned all the way up with a bigger turbo.
Hell yeah, you did. But now,
sure you hear that.
But now, ladies and gentlemen, we have new ideas, and I shall let our esteemed guest go first. Obviously, because that's.
Man,
what do you got?
Obviously.
So, this was an idea that me and Trent kicked around in high school, and it was one of those like. It was one of those just like with the hubris of youth ideas. You think you can make it happen. We wanted to put. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I'm just watching Kit just do his best Bob Ross there.
Happy little schlong.
This is the Low Gear Sendcast. We don't give a shit what we do here, dude. We're more rowdy than like the Shenanigans group. That's just because we don't get sponsors.
We don't have any sponsors anymore, so fuck it.
We don't have to answer to Tommy or anybody. So
yeah,
we collapse.
What we have to answer to Trent. He took us off all the platforms. He deplatformed us.
Oof. Some slang.
Cancel culture. Cancel culture.
Yeah. Everybody complained they've been deplatformed on these platforms that they've been deplatformed from. Hey, man. I've literally been deplatformed by one of my best friends, and I didn't know about it until last goddamn week.
Dun, 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 dun.
I love you, Trent, but you got to bring it back.
Anyway.
What's your idea, good buddy?
So the idea was we would put like just non-VTEC B18s in golf carts. But now I want to open that up to just like, I want you to motor swap any 2-liter or under engine into a golf cart, and we will do Mad Max golf cart.
So 2-liter swap golf cart. All right.
2-liter or under, because that opens up the 13Bs.
Oh God.
Yeah.
God. Oh.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as a man who has done this, halfway successfully, we didn't get it done before I left town.
All right. So first, since Brandon's gonna say his motor first.
Nope. I'll hold mine. Mike, what you got?
All right, Mike.
For the golf cart?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you putting in there?
You got to write it down.
So what I want to do is, I think I'm gonna go with an F20, but not the F20C out of an S2000. One of the single cam F20s or F22s that Busy Ezriora made his name with. So just some crazy like 10,000 RPM, ridiculous.
You're gonna have a BC go kart.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Have a BC go kart. Oh, you dirty! I love it.
Madman.
Yep.
I think I know my option here. If I remember the displacement right. I'm going to hold on. Fucking marker. Jesus Christ. Come on. I drew a dick that was perfectly awesome. Okay. Can I just please write down actual words here because my English is not that good. Nihongo wo karemasu ka? Huh? Bullshit. Onomae wa Chinchin nayo. Okay. I know what I'm going for.
Guy, figure it out.
I am going for, if I remember right, an RB20 DET.
RB20 should be a 2-liter engine.
It's a 2-liter.
Yep.
So
the pistons are like that bigger on.
That's what that 20 in the middle of it means.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot that's how Nissan does it really easy. It's because I had an RB20 and I was like, I never built it, but I had the parts to build it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go RB20 on that shit. Just like good old RB20 with like a Wu-Tang war whistle delivering the paint to Japan.
RB20E, fuck off.
Jesus. DET. DET. There we go.
Glenn stroking his beard in an evil way.
And I'm eating flaming hot baked ruffles over here.
Ooh.
I've been
only to the all dressed.
I've been getting the all dressed, dude. That shit's awesome. All right, Glenn, go on. We are the KGB. We gotta show up for our boys.
So here's how I'm gonna beat you guys.
How?
I'm gonna say weight.
What? Okay.
I'm gonna go with. I was just looking. It's like a 529 Cheetah Cub Yamaha Banshee engine.
Okay.
So it's a 2-stroke. And these motors and stuff are known to be able to shoot up the freaking dune at 100 plus on a Banshee. With fat guy on them.
Damn it, I misspelled Banshee.
B-A-N-S-E-E.
I got it. I know my vocabulary. I speak better.
Bambi?
No. Fuck off!
Anyway, I do the Banshee engine. Because now, my engine makes a ton of power, but weighs like 200 pounds.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. That's actually not a bad option. Brandon, what do you got?
So, we were when we actually did this. We had a hold of a snowmobile engine.
Ooh, all right.
So, snowmobile engine, snowmobile transmission, driveline, the whole assembly.
Right.
So, we're dealing with a modern snowmobile engine. So, we're going to get a hold of the engine out of an Arctic Cat Thundercat. Ho!
Thundercat engine.
You have to call Lina.
Yeah, right. So it is it's a 200 horsepower engine. Trying to get it's 1,000 cc 200 horsepower engine.
All right.
So I'm well within, and yeah, I'm just gonna throw a snowmobile engine in there, run that bitch up to like 1,000 RPM or 10,000 RPM, and have freaking side exhaust screaming right behind me.
Okay. All right. Got you. No problem.
It is a 3-cylinder turbocharged piece of madness.
All right.
2-cylinder.
Okay, that's
2-cylinder.
That's not a bad idea at all. That's not a bad idea. That's actually, Mike. That's actually a really good idea. Holy shit.
What, my idea? Thank you.
That's a fun idea. That's let's get stupid idea. That's right in the spirit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that is.
I'm excited for mine to go ring a ding ding ding, and you can smell the 2-stroke because it's a 2-stroke engine, by the way.
There it is.
I'll probably run on alcohol though.
I'm excited for 8,000 RPM full song.
Like, are we
200 horsepower in a golf cart?
You dirty bastards thought I was drawing something else, weren't you?
I was really tempted for a minute there, Mike, to just talk about that stack of Doritos you mentioned. And
I mean,
3 Doritos in a golf cart would be hilarious.
It would be. As the density of a dying star, but it would be hilarious.
But it's the size of a basketball.
Oh yeah.
So it's not that it wouldn't be hilarious. It's just they're actually kind of heavy.
Yeah. They are. Like I said, density of a dying star.
I think I'm officially out of ink. I think I need to get a new fucking. Well, right.
I mean, Chirp had a 2-rotor set up in his garage for quite a while when he lived in Ogden, and it took both of us to pack that thing around, and it was about the size of a basketball.
I did see some pretty freaking RX-7s yesterday.
Okay, gentlemen. So, Glenn, what is your low gear idea? I ran out of ink, so now I can't draw, but we'll figure it out.
So mine's pretty easy, just in the spirit of because Drift Week 3 is going on right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the car you choose if you were able to go on Drift Week 3? But remember, you have to basically live out of this car for a week and drive to every track, and it's like a few thousand miles.
All right, what kind of budget we're working with here?
Well, the thing is, what budget do you think you can have? Just pick a car. The thing is, you have to keep that car reliable. It can't just be breaking down every track.
Okay, I already know exactly what I'm picking.
Gotta be a reliable car.
I already know.
That you can load a bunch of stuff in, maybe put a little trailer on the back of it, go to town.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I'm putting together some pricing real quick on mine. I know where I'm going, but
all right, I'll go first.
So I don't really leave a budget because if you're able to do the Drift Week thing, you got some money laying around.
All right, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, just going on Drift Week is hideously expensive.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
We talked to Aaron Losey. on a previous episode of Shenanigans, and he didn't give us numbers, but he said he will do discounts for people who've gone on it before. But it's like a lot of people say they want to do it, but a lot of people can't pony up the dough.
Yep.
It's a lot of money.
Yep.
I know what I'm picking. Easy, no problem. I'm picking an SC300 1J swap.
Okay, that's a good one.
It's for I gotta live out of this car, right? It is spacious. It's basically a 2-door, 4-door car. It's basically a big 2-door car, right? And it's Toyota, and everybody knows Toyota. The one thing that they got for them, reliability, and 1J is no exception. It's absolutely reliable. It works even in the most dire situations, and it could get you from point A to point B. And plus, if I have to sleep in it, I got enough space for me to do my shit rather comfortably. I could pull a Jeremy Clarkson and have a French lady who's pissed off at me the whole time and just fucking like put my wing back right there and tile and a wood burner and shit.
There you go.
That's right. That's what I'm picking. 1J swap, SC300, all the angles, all the cool shit, all the good stuff.
That's a wonderful call.
Yeah.
There you go. Yes, I do.
All right. Brandon, do you want to go or should I go?
Go ahead. I know what I want, but go ahead.
Okay. So initially I thought a CTSV wagon with a T56. Just give me that. Just give me as bulletproof of a driveline as we possibly can. That thing's got plenty of power to go do stupid things.
That's a good choice.
It is. Like that would be like the dream choice, just because also wagon, you could sleep in the back of it very easily, but those things are really hard to find, and their rarity is confirmed by their hideously expensive price tag. So even if I had the money, I probably wouldn't do something quite that drastic. So it would probably just be something like what Matt Field does, just like a C6 angle, just keep it relatively simple. And those things have
Matt Field.
They run forever. And they go forever.
Yeah, they've got plenty of room to just take stuff and
toss an angle kit at it and go to town.
Yeah, yeah, and the dirty little secret is there are support vehicles. So you got to do the horse trading thing. You got to throw kick a few bucks. Say you're going to do some stuff. Have your media guy do some stuff for a day or whatever. And
tires, whatever. Yeah.
Well, tires are actually taken from place to place. You don't have to worry about transporting the tires. It's just your wheels and everything.
Right. Well,
yeah. But you have to pre-buy your tires in advance. That's one of the hideously expensive.
He has trailers that he had they just full of freaking tires.
All right, all right. That is actually a very good choice, Mike. Holy shit,
Mike! Your initial idea was on the right track.
Okay.
Let me overcome the problem with your initial idea.
Oh no! That was the idea I told you. My initial idea was far worse.
Oh no!
Please share.
540i wagon.
Oh, I love you, sir.
Fuck my life sideways.
Okay, so let's address the issue with that CTSV wagon, because you're right. That's a Cadillac platform, right? I mean, it's a Cadillac still. But it's expensive and they're hard to find.
Right.
On the other hand,
I hope you're going where I think you're going.
Oh, he's going
for about $5,000 to $6,000 all day long. I can go pick me up a Dodge Magnum.
Is
that what you thought I was taking?
No, I was thinking you were sticking with a GM camp that could easily tow a Miata behind it.
Nope, no pickups.
Roadmaster.
I love it. No, so we're gonna get a hold of a Dodge Magnum.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm finding listings for $4,000 to $7,000 in Salt Lake City, easy to come by.
So
got a really pretty black one for $5,000 because that's how I roll.
So you're going like my the red Magnum inside my garage back in UT.
Yeah, but other than a nice black one, because it's how I roll. Now, for a little over $3,000, I can come up with a Tremec T56. 6 speeds, a row in your own. If it held up to a Viper, it'll hold up to anything.
Yep. And in front of that, a Pentastar V6. All right, moving on.
Not quite, but you're close. Because the powertrain in that the power plant in that Magnum disappoints me.
Right.
From Mopar for a mere $16,000.
A bargain at twice the price.
Exactly. I can have a pallet show up at my house with 707 screaming American Eagles contained in a Hellcat.
I was thinking you were going to say the one with the elephant on the box.
Elephant?
No, I don't need a elephant. There's such a thing as I'm trying to. There's too much there, Mike.
No, 707 horsepower is not too much. I don't like tires.
I mean, and then it's already rear-wheel drive.
I mean, the Charger Ghoul is going to come out with the back of it.
We put some big offset on the back of it so I can mount straight up steamrollers because I'm going to make all the power in the world in a long roof, lay the seats down, take a nap. I mean, it's the modern version of Glenn's drift car.
All right. Okay. All right, Glenn. What will you pick? And not to rush you or anything, we just got to be a little bit more quick about it because I don't want this to run for too long.
Okay.
Whatever, dog. Get mad at me all you want. Fight me, bro.
Bitch. Don't even try me.
Southwest got some deals on flights. We'll bring them up here.
Dude, I was hanging with Hayden Parman today, dude, and he said he'd spring for some cash to get your ass up here to an event.
Wait, really? Dude, Jordan told me that already. He told me that he's going to drag my ass up here somehow, some way, and I'm getting a car tomorrow. So,
Hayden wants you to talk to you, dude.
Okay, so, long story short, honestly,
bless you.
The car I picked,
thank you.
I already own it.
Crest of the wagon?
Stupid Volvo?
Volvo.
Ah, there you go.
Put the angle on it.
For some
reason, fix all its problems. Put a bigger turbo on it.
Driftwick is pretty much how you treated that. Driftwick is exactly how you treated that Volvo since I've known you, dude.
Like, it would just... It's just what I know. I know it's dead reliable other than the stupid little problems. I would swap out the crappy Volvo Trans for a CD09.
Right.
There you go.
So, mostly because they make a kit for it now. And yeah, I would just rock that the whole time. And guess what? My car has a factory tow package.
Hey, there it is.
Fucking lucky boy. So, all right. Okay. Well, moving on to the next idea. It's a good choice, by the way. That's actually really sick. I'm glad you stuck to your roots right there, Volvo boy.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, what do you got?
So, gentlemen, we're road tripping again.
Okay. Where we
we're going down to Phoenix. So we're going to meet Kit down in Phoenix.
Okay.
And from Phoenix, we're overlanding our asses. Pick direction, east or west?
No,
we're going west. We're overlanding from Phoenix down through Baja.
Ooh.
Okay.
Down to the beach.
All right.
What you driving?
I know exactly what I'm driving.
Hit it.
I'm going to be taking a Toyota Tacoma. I'm taking a good old taco. I'm going to find my taco, my specific taco, right? The one I just sold to some Mexican young guy that's probably taking it over the border at this point right now.
It's already down there, dude.
Yeah, it'll be waiting for you.
I'm going to take my taco, inline 4, manual 5-speed, single cab. That shit's going to make it, no problem. If not...
You're overlanding in a 2-wheel drive truck.
You know what? Hold up.
I'm not telling you not to because it works. It's called a pre-runner.
We are overlanding?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a budget?
Have fun.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a turbo on there. I'm gonna throw a disco potato right on there.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
On the 2GZE FRE.
See, I'm wondering if that's a little small of a turbo. You might be able to go bigger with that big 4-cylinder.
What, you think I'm going to go for like a T56? Or not T56,
I mean, yeah, I think you could definitely go bigger than a disco potato. I mean, it's fun to say disco potato.
But like you're at 27, whatever.
You got to keep in mind, like, the gear ratio is actually pretty fucking long on that truck.
Yeah, you want a turbo like that.
There's the gear at 2796, Glenn.
I had the perfect thing for that, right? You're worried that the turbo would be too small? Don't worry. Anti-lag. Rally style anti-lag. With the bypass system right before right on the air intake.
Work system.
Go exactly. I'm going rally style anti-lag with a disco potato on an inline 4. That shit gonna blast off. You guys gonna have to eat my dust. Enough said. All right, that's my answer. What y'all got?
Okay, I got one. Lexus GX 470 and long travel all the way around.
Well, sir.
So as the kid's bouncing through the whoops, I'm just riding steady.
God damn it.
With my AC seats.
Son of a bitch.
You fucking dick. Really?
See, I have.
Come on.
I'll be your kid. That's what it is. I'll have all the
God damn it. Pissing me off.
One of my dream rigs, dude. Like, it's such a sweet ass rig, man.
Shut the fuck up.
Like,
I hate you right now.
I will be your case vehicle. I'll carry your extra parts because you're going to be driving like a race car, basically. But we want to ride the comfort behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, that'll be fun.
We're overlanding, dude. You kind of got to get a little rough and tough. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like race car. Race truck.
That's why I spent $3,000 on shocks. So I'm like,
got the fucking
riding like a Lexus.
All right. That's a good answer. All right, Mike, what do you got?
So I was literally going to do the same thing as Glenn. But now I'm just going to go 80 Series Land Cruiser.
So you're going to break down like every 10 miles and just try to fucking fix it?
How dare you?
Ow.
You know it's true. Don't deny it.
Powered leader is a reliable engine. Sometimes.
You know it's true. Do not deny my will.
Listen, there's enough room in there that I can carry all the spare parts I'm going to need.
Carry a spare Land Cruiser.
Well, like, if we don't really have a budget, why not spring for the 80 Series that has the diesel in it?
I want something
But actually, like,
that'll just run forever.
Yeah, exactly.
It has a lot more power.
The one that conquered Africa.
Actually,
okay,
no.
my turn.
Okay.
Oh, what do you got, Mike?
Land Rover Defender.
That's what we got.
Oh, we're gonna go classy.
Gonna go classy. That's the thing that conquered the world.
Damn.
And put a lot of it under its British boot heel.
Fuck yeah.
But then they've got serious problems if you don't do them. If you try and convert them for U.S. market stuff.
Goodbye.
Had a buddy that had one, and it was an issue.
So what you're saying is, when you're shifting, you'll be like,
2 sticks. First. Shifter here and shifter here.
Oh.
Second.
So,
Brandon, what are you getting?
Third.
So I'm gonna go get a hold of I'm not sure the proper designation. It's the K Series 3/4 ton Suburban. So like be like a K. And in the Blazer, it was a K25, but I don't know what they dubbed the Bourbon. But it's the 4-wheel drive, square body Bourbon.
I think it's a K30.
I thought the 30 was the 3/4 ton. It was the 1 ton though. I thought it was the 1 ton truck.
I think it could be the 3/4 ton or the 1 ton.
But we're getting it with the Silverado package because I am nothing if not an old man.
Well, the Silverado used to be an option package, not a truck.
It used to be the Scottsdale and the Silverado. And I'm getting
Scottsdale.
I'm getting with the Silverado package. We're putting Indian blanket seat covers in it because I am nothing but if not an old man.
True.
We're lifting that bitch about 8 inches. And although the 350 diesel was a wonderful thing for fuel economy, it couldn't get out of its own way. And I really don't know if I want to bother putting a turbo on it. So instead, we're going to find a 12-valve Cummins.
Okay.
Do the P-pump swap.
Ooh.
And just let it eat.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
I might not be the fastest, but I ain't going to stop for nothing.
That's
much like Glenn, I would just kind of ride the whoops. Way up in the air.
I'm over here jumping shit like I'm like a fucking rabbit, dude. But you know what?
You can drive underneath me, kid.
Long travel.
That's true.
Well, and I also do want to point out 2020 Land Rover Defender is available in the U.S. market, so I'm just going to be as bougie as hell.
Saw one in the wild the other day. I don't hate it.
This thing.
Mike, next Shadowy Billionaire 2022?
You know it, baby.
The approach and departure angles look very, very good on that Defender.
Right.
It's appropriately and tastefully high.
Right.
I didn't hate it. It was
actually
a good vehicle.
I feel like we're missing out. Nobody said the freaking G-Wagon or whatever, the Mercedes, the ultimate off-roader.
Every day. I see that fucking shit every goddamn day. Don't you dare tell me about G-Wagons.
It will outsee Rubicons in Moab.
I wanted to say Unimog, but I wanted to get there in some semblance of decent time.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like the shirt.
Horsepower.
Fuck you, G-Wagon.
It's like the shirt. Nothing would stand in my way, but I do like 10 miles an hour.
Nothing will stand in my way, but many things will have the opportunity to get out of said way.
Okay. All right. You know what? Those were some good ideas. Let me go with my idea here. My idea is not necessarily about the car. It's about the driver. Imagine a place where it is so barren, yet so full of places to race, like a true gentleman, where your own intellect honestly might quite scare you. Close to the ego of Jamie Clarkson. I am talking
We're raising on Mars.
I am talking about an endurance race. But this endurance race will involve supercars, traditionally close to the Top Gear ideas. However, what will need to happen is that you need to put your heater in full blast while wearing Arctic clothing down here in AZ summertime.
So you're asking us to die in a supercar?
Not asking you to die. I'm asking you to keep going until like you can't take it no more. Because the human.
How do you win? You win with distance or time.
I would like to point out that you're racing against 3 fat men who do not do well in the heat.
What you mean? Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. This is fat.
Look at this. I may not do well in the heat, but I am very competitive.
What? We're showing the titties on stream again? What's up?
Let's see. Supercar or hypercar? Like what are we doing? Supercar, hypercars.
Supercar.
Okay.
And I have the pick for the one that is the closest to the travels on the edge of super to hyper. I'm going for the.
I know what I want.
I'm going. It's gonna be a drag race, right? It's gonna be a drag race, and whoever it doesn't matter who's faster. It matters who lasts the longest to test your ability as a driver.
Okay.
I am picking the Rimac C2, aka the car that Richard Hammond crashed.
The car that tried to kill the hamster.
I am going for the Rimac. Full 100% torque right off the goddamn bat. And I'm going to be blasting the heat. Opening up the windows. And down here, it's different. Once you roll down the windows, it's hotter than your heater. I'm not fucking joking. It is actually that bad.
Oof. Am I allowed to rig a cool shirt system under my...
You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want right there. But as long as you have the heat blasting and you're in the hottest day of the year, I'm going for like a suit made of water bags.
I'm going for a full NASCAR cool suit system.
Man, that thing is
with the helmet, ventilator, and the drink system.
That's a good one.
And I am choosing a vehicle that has established that it can accommodate a person wearing clothing of that bulk. Mm-hmm. Because I would imagine that even an Antarctic suit is smaller than a space suit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking a Model S.
Go tell that to the Eskimos. Oh, okay.
I'm taking a Model S. May or may not do the Roadster. No, I'm going to do the Roadster because that's what Elon launched into space.
Okay.
And Model S Roadster, cool shirt, heat straight on. Say what?
So wait, yeeted it into space.
He yeeted it with a spaceman. So I'm driving the Tesla.
You're right, Tesla Roadster. Okay.
Mike?
If I'm going to succumb to heat exhaustion and pass out, I'm going to do it in an Aventador. I don't care.
Oh, jeez. All right.
I will tell you, your cool suit idea is brilliant. However, it's only going to work as long as the box stays cool and that is mounted in there with you. So
what
are you going to go in the back full of freaking dry ice?
Are you going to dick out?
Those things on very hot days, they do not last like terribly long.
Yeah, like, I'm aware, but it's going to buy me a few minutes.
Mike,
get you something.
Mike, are you telling me you're going full on caveman, dick out, ready to go on your fucking Aventador?
Damn right.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see this, hit him up at CAMautomag, all right? He's got you, all right?
If Mike's going to die, he's going to die in style.
Just kidding, he's taken, but, just in case you want
to... not.
No, he's a free man. Mike's a free agent now.
Yeah, so slip in them.
Oh, yeah, slip in those. We are not only a podcast, we are a dating service for our good friend here, the Godfather, honestly the man behind this fucking whole damn Sendcast.
My photographic mentor.
Exactly.
So, somebody, please, let my real person actually get laid as opposed to my D&D character.
Yeah, that wasn't your choice. You threw money at her. They're the best part, though. She doesn't look that bad. She's just old.
She's got some miles on her.
She got some miles on her, but
it's fine. Glenn, what are you gonna pick? What's your car?
So the thing is like, it's hot. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm getting a fucking Ferrari F8 Spider in yellow.
Ooh.
All right.
Are you going nude, a special suit? What are you doing?
No special suit other than like I will have a constant water supply I can drink from, so that I can constantly stay hydrated because I'm gonna be sweating out as much water as I can intake. So literally, the passenger seat's probably just be a big thing of water.
Ooh, that's a good choice. Damn,
I'll be hot as shit. Yeah, I might succumb to heat exhaustion, but with my constant intake of water, I might be able to beat the game. Like,
okay.
I'm going to be in a freaking Ferrari F8 Spider with the fucking top down and bright fucking...
Yeah, listen, my
hammering down.
Is, I know I'm not going to win this. So what's going to be sitting in my passenger seat are a pair of those just like super short like soccer shorts and just like a t-shirt that says the man, the legend, and the arrow pointing up from the man and the arrow pointing down from the legend. And some Gucci slides.
Wow. So once you pass out, you'll once again be the wearer of the comfy shorts.
Yeah, then I'm gonna I'm just gonna go some fancy ass place in Scottsdale and I don't know, try to nail some lady who's older than me but has a lot more money than I do.
Dude,
so is there a Hooters in Scottsdale that we end this race at?
You have money.
So you're telling me you wear that shirt with the arrow pointing down, but your dick is pointing up because you're that aroused by your power in the car.
My little admiral might be coming out the bottom of the shorts. I mean, they are short, so
70s style.
I will grow a mustache for this.
Okay, so out of all the ideas we've had, which one is the best one you guys would pick?
Man, I mean, Drift Week's a great idea, but it's already a thing.
Yeah, well, it's not like I just figured like why not.
Right.
No, it's a fun thing. Like, oh man, that was a fun little thing to think about.
Right.
Because you can go like totally fucking wild and say I'm gonna smash a stupid expensive American station wagon, or you actually have to like put some thought into your idea and be like, I have to drive this thing around the Pacific Northwest for weeks on end, and it has to survive. I honestly think I'm not going to vote for mine. I'm going to say the overlanding idea was a solid one. I'm throwing my weight behind the overlanding idea.
Okay. All right, Brandon,
I'm on Team Golf Cart.
Team Golf Cart.
All right.
Having done that dumb thing, knowing the potential to kill us and have a great time doing that dumb thing, I'm on Team Golf Cart.
All right, Glenn, what you got?
So I'm kind of stuck, but if part of me wants to go Team Golf Cart mostly because, well,
it's right up your alley.
I do.
You're gonna go golf cart?
It's because it's something we could probably actually do.
All right.
I have done this. You can buy a used golf cart for stupid cheap money and find an idiotic power plant for it. They're easy to work on.
Okay. I'm going with my idea, but it's clearly the winner here is going to be the golf cart because that's the most cheapest and easiest thing to do, which we will add to the list. First, number one to the big list is Mike's idea for going around basically the whole western United States and eating as much food as we can in the
eating our way through the country.
Ridiculous cars. Mike, do you remember your car?
Oh yeah. Hold on. I vividly remember a weird 70s Chevy station wagon. But God no, I can't remember my car that I chose for that one because I remember something more. Was it? Wait, was it a Chevy SS?
I think it was.
I
picked
the Ford show, like a new one. You picked an SS. Like everybody picked inconspicuous cars that were fast.
I chose a Grand Cherokee.
Oh yeah, you picked the Cherokee to carry all the fat gas.
I chose a Volvo T5 for that run.
And you took a Volvo, yeah. So an inconspicuous car that has good handling and speed. He went with one that can hold everybody and all our stuff in it, and we can still have a good time in a Jeep.
We're gonna gain like fucking 20 pounds on that run. That's number one.
Oh yeah.
Number two.
I mean, yeah, it's.
Number two is one of the oldest Low Gear Sendcast ideas, which is going to be the 24-hour Cannonball Run.
Which I also took a Dodge Magnum on.
Yeah, you did. I took a.
The platform has so much potential to easily work on. So I mean,
I think I took a F82 BMW M3.
Yes, you did.
Stripped it out with
you took a hot rod M3.
Exactly, and then and number three on the big idea list was Brandon's OG idea, one of the best ones I've ever heard in my fucking life, which is going to be a Ben-Hur motorcycle chariot death race
on Pikes Peak.
On Pikes Peak.
We ain't gonna live, but we're gonna die gloriously.
If we are ever in the straits that we are suicidal and we mean it, that's what we're gonna do because we're gonna go
Ben-Hur chariots because it literally motorcycle chariot racing used to be a thing in this country.
So this new idea takes number 4. So the new idea is taking the golf carts and racing them around. I'm guessing we're going to go around UMC track or Life Proving Grounds. Which one?
Kart track.
UMC
kart track.
UMC kart track.
UMC kart track. There you go. That's all right, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're doing.
Ayrton will be our official.
There it is.
Ayrton, buddy, if you're listening, you've just been tagged you're our official for this.
There we go.
Oh yeah, and before I get into our final segment of the show, I like to mention I didn't read this until right now. A post for promoting the Slow Gear Sendcast. This episode, I shared it to Drift Utah. A post I shared basically was just saying like, hey, like go watch this and that. Like, what is how many of you can relate? The original picture, which was a meme, says when you drop a socket in the engine bay, which is a Plinko. If you can see that right there. Jordan Petty commented, but then you can look under the car and it's not there. Like, surprise, sad face.
Sounds about right, Jordan.
Jordan, dude, holy shit, you fucking right. That shit, oh, God. I know. Once again, VG30. But now we move along to our final segment of this show. Let me get started.
So,
oh God,
time.
I got another bone to pick with some piece of fucking shits. Okay, it's like my usual shit. My usual shit, right? I complain about a whole bunch of people selling their cars for way too damn much and all that stuff, but this one is different. Okay. This one is for a small reason, which infuriates me for no fucking reason. Is when people sell their cars for a reasonable price, right? But there is one big ass fucking flaw that can be easily solved. For example, this one car I'm looking at has a alignment issue, which can be solved just by getting an alignment set up. You can legit go hit up the groups and whatnot. Why the fuck aren't you hitting up your local groups out here in AZ, like AZ, JDM, buy, sell, and trade, AZ Drift? Why not go out there and be like, yo, what's the best go-to, like, fucking alignment person? Because up in UT, shout out to our boy, which we've been promoting for, like, the last few years, Scott Michael Chamberlain. Because that guy does amazing, absolutely superb alignment work. He's been growing and growing. I remember when he started fucking doing it, it was just, like, inside his garage. Now he has, like, a whole ass thing. It's fucking amazing. But people over here, they don't fucking take care of it. They're all like, oh, hey, by the way, this needs an alignment. I drive it. I can't even go past 45 miles per hour without trying to wrestle it to death. For fuck's sake, go get a goddamn alignment. For fuck. I hate it. It's so easy. Like, shit, all you really need to do is hit up the Stance Boys. Why? Because even the Stance Boys need to get an alignment. Even they need to get an alignment. Why? Because, for one, they are scraping on leaves. Down here, they're scraping on sand. But that's a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying? They're scraping on leaves, scraping on sand, whatever. The point is that they're scraping, right? If you take your car, which is stock suspension, right? And you're having trouble finding alignment for some fucking reason, go out and ask the Stance Boys, what's your alignment guy? And because you have stock suspension, it's a cakewalk, but you don't fucking do it. What the hell, dude? I'm pissed off about it. God damn.
Gentlemen, I found a Yamaha golf cart listed 3 hours ago in Far West for $750.
Good God.
We could do this.
I need to get me one of those just for UMC.
Oh, man.
Like God in heaven.
Hell yeah.
God, hanging out there, and Bobby Alanis rolled up on one. I'm like, dude, that's so Cadillac. You got a chauffeur and everything.
Fucking choice.
Do any of you guys have a rant you want to do this week? Because if I'll just keep going.
Yeah. Oh,
Mike, swing for the fences. Mike, I know Mike's got one.
So if you saw on the Cam Instagram, I posted a sweet picture of a first gen Raptor towing a little Bobcat on a trailer. The Bobcat was all the way in front of the trailer, not necessarily loaded stellarly, and then the back of the F-150, the Raptor, is just squatting down. And first gen Raptor owners, why the fuck are you so bad with trailers and just generally loading your truck with stuff? Oh my God,
you're right.
Like,
so
go ahead and talk.
I'll go you one more. Some bitches need to learn how to fucking load a trailer and tow and properly set their shit up. It's not that hard.
Yeah. And like, I get, like, okay, you bought the Raptor because the Raptor's the cool thing. But here's the thing. It's a truck, but it's not really designed to do all the truck things. Case in point, a dude probably exceeding the load limit for that bed with all sorts of paving stones, just heading west on 201, front tires, barely making any contact. Just not a care in the fucking world.
Yep, all the stuff they did to make the Raptor took away from its load handling capabilities because they added long travel, lighter, progressive suspension.
Like
the other problem with the Raptor is like they're starting to actually make like overload springs and stuff for them, mostly because of overlanders. They actually like the Raptor.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Shit.
It really hates Raptors.
All right.
I don't know, like, I think it's weird because, like, if you were load a trailer properly, like earlier this week, I helped a friend get a car home with an Escalade.
Yeah, loading
a trailer with, but if you load the car right and you take it easy, you have no problems.
Yeah, loading a trailer is not rocket science. It's not the hardest goddamn thing in the world.
Even I know how to load a trailer. I haven't done it that much.
No. I mean, Glenn and I have probably towed more than anybody here, and I mean, I on the flip side, I get shit because I have a 10,000-pound rated equalizer hitch. My truck with the proper ball and a weight distributing hitch can pull 12.7 on. I got a 2500 HD, and people look at me sideways. Even my F-150 had a 9,900 pound tow rating on the bumper.
Right.
Yeah.
And people look at me sideways when I told them, okay, I want no more than a 7,500 pound camp trailer. When I don't want to tow to max. Well, there's a reason for that, guys. Go is cool. Go is awesome. But stop is really kind of important.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, and I've been towing since I've been driving trucks since I learned how to drive. I learned how to drive.
He's been doing it since before I was fucking born.
I have been. I towed my first trailer before you were born, kid.
2000, baby. Yeah.
I've been towing trailers longer than Kit's been alive.
Feel old yet?
And yeah, no, I just turned 39, guys.
Every day of my life.
Exactly.
Every day. My
One
life.
day closer to sweet, blessed death.
21 in a month, guys. 21, May 22nd. Hell yeah.
But I mean, I have a video. I have a video that I break out whenever people took things sideways about towing.
Right.
And it's a toy Ford Mustang
Oh, that's where he moves the weights back and
with a trailer on it, and he's got weight points on it.
Right.
And so he puts the weights properly balanced, taps it, the car gets out of line, and then snaps right back straight. He moves the weight. I think he moved it all the way to the rear, and he taps it. And the car when he hits it, the car comes so far off that he literally has to pick the car up off the treadmill to keep it from flying apart. It's a very powerful demonstration, but nobody looks at until they've wrecked a vehicle.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a simple thing that is difficult, and it will kill not only you if you screw it up, but it can kill you. And the only thing that pisses me off more than people that set their own shit up wrong is when somebody else sets somebody's shit up wrong.
Yeah. God.
When I was living in Wyoming, we were coming down to Ogden to visit, Ogden's like visit family, and we got to Rock Springs, stopped there getting fuel, and there's a young couple moving across country, just out of college, everything they own in their small, like old Ford Escape-sized SUV and a small U-Haul trailer. The morons at U-Haul had set their stuff up so that the trailer was V'd down the road. It wasn't like they were overloaded; it just was set up wrong.
Yeah.
And I started talking to them, and I realized they had no idea other than it was harder to pull than it should have. This is really hard to pull.
Right.
And so I told, they were stopping in Ogden. So I says, okay, before you leave Ogden, go down. My kid brother worked at a trailer shop. I says, go to this trailer shop, ask for Dave. If he's not there, ask for a couple of our friends. Tell him Brandon sent you.
Ahoy hoy.
And tell him to look at your car, and they'll fix it. And they did, but it was just setting your own stuff up wrong pisses me off because that's ignorance. But setting somebody else's stuff up wrong, that's just you're going to kill somebody that doesn't know any better. And that pisses me off.
The thing is, if you're setting their stuff up wrong for them, they probably really don't know how to handle or what to do if your trailer starts to
if it starts to walk or anything. They don't know how to
wander, starts to dog leg on you, starts to do this or that. They really probably have no clue.
They get no idea how to save it.
So they're going to panic. And they're probably going to slam on their brakes, and that trailer's going to come around on them and take them out.
Well, and they also don't know how to listen to the trailer when it starts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I test speed limits with trailers and stuff.
Right.
Like the Escalade.
Right.
When I was driving that, it was like max speed of 70.
I know that
65.
I know my camper can do 75, but I take it about 67.
It just gets more.
But I know I can do 75 with it.
Yeah. And my thing was I had a short wheelbase truck with a long trailer, so that's a different scenario on top of like already like all this other stuff because short wheelbases don't tow as well as like a long wheelbase. They're not as stable.
True.
But if you know what you're doing, you shouldn't have a problem. You just kind of take it easy. Man, I see people freaking.
Oh, bless you.
Pulling off some weird stuff all the time with like towing trailers. Was like, how are you still alive?
Oh yeah, like just people. I don't know how people do it, but people do it.
But the real question is, Mike, like, what is your gripe?
My gripe, other than my wondering what the fuck first gen Raptor people are doing.
Oh yeah, even more so because you are our esteemed guest. We want to hear more from you. And currently, my screen is frozen with Glenn and fucking Brandon just like right there.
Glenn's still alive. Brandon left us. Brandon is frozen.
We're gonna end in a bit.
Wait, he's not frozen on the stream though.
He's frozen on the stream.
He's frozen in Discord. It's hilarious.
He's frozen on the YouTube stream though.
Really?
Wow.
Oh man, more problems.
Oh, the YouTube stream's pretty far behind.
Well, here's the thing about our stream that I just figured out. Just because of how we do our we usually run for about 2 hours, so I'm like, okay. I mean, that might be a little bit longer than most, but you know what? I like running for a little bit more because we're able to do the more bullshit we like to do, which is more fun.
Yeah.
But
it's fun to go a little longer, you know?
Yeah, but if you got any more gripes laid on me, if not, I will do the outro for us.
And Brandon is gone.
I got like one gripe. Just one.
He says I lost internet apparently.
Oh no. Oh, that is no good.
I got one gripe.
Yeah, man. I mean,
the fans who come and watch any motorsport.
Right.
Remember that where the cars are driving, if it looks like a road, it is an active road for the race cars to get to and from their pits in the shops.
Like that Miata guy.
Out of the way.
Right.
Stop making it sit there. What if that car is ready to blow up behind you? What if they're overheating? Get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, like proper race cars, they need they constantly break like the paddock speed limits because they need to be going faster than that to maintain enough airflow over the radiators.
Right.
Yeah,
or else they're gonna fucking die.
Like the thing is, like it's okay. Like you're able to get away with a little bit around the drift cars because we're not coming out of there as hot. But I don't want you to go to a drift event and then go to like a freaking NASA event or something the next weekend.
God. Yeah.
And that fucking car's coming off there hot as shit because he's got to get to his shop, or else that motor's gonna fucking lock up. Get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, like the Porsche Cup cars, those are measured in like they're not miles, it's hours. Like proper race motors, they are measured in hours of use.
Yeah. So that has 100%. That's been a gripe for me for a little bit now because I'll be sitting there like trying to get the grid, and there's just people in the fucking way. I'm just like, move,
dude. It's like that Miata guy that posted on Drift Utah. I'm gonna throw a bit of shade here. I don't fucking care because that's what I do. I don't care. You want to hate me? Come hate me. It gets me views. I don't care. The thing is, for this specific gentleman right here. You may be a good guy, you may be a bad guy. I don't know exactly who you are, and I won't judge you for who you are. But this specific reason, I will. Why? Because you parked your Miata during a specific Cars and Coffee event, the last one that just happened, right? The Cars and Coffee drift event, and one of the cars, a piece of one of the drift cars, flew into the Miata's, I think, hood. And it damaged his wrap, and then he messaged this gentleman. I won't say their names. He messaged this certain gentleman that we know. He said that your car, like, dude, part of your car hit my wrap. So like, can you give me your Cash App or something like that? I'm like, here's the thing you need to understand. Okay, out in the drift event or out in a SCCAA event, like any sort of motorsport event, right? The rules of those kind are off because these are race cars.
You signed a waiver.
Exactly. Yeah, the waiver you signed, if any damage happens to your car because of another race car or something like that, they are not liable. No, you signed that waiver and you came onto the track.
It's your fucking problem,
waiver and understand the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even in Cars and Coffee, that is supposed to be like, yo, this or that. Like, if it was out in like public streets,
actually wasn't the Cars and Coffee area. They were just parked out in front of shops.
Exactly. If it was in
the area, like way over there.
Exactly. If it was in a public area like Cars and Coffee, that usually happens out in State Street or whatnot, and I'm talking about Utah here, and then then you could probably yo, can you pay me this? Like, pay me back for this and that, because that makes sense. Because like it's a public street, and they're not supposed to get rowdy in a public street, so that makes sense. But when you're out in a racetrack, basically everything you think that's gonna happen to you on a public street, that goes off. Nothing matters because it's a rule. All right, look, whatever happens to race cars happens to race cars. If it manages to happen to you, too fucking bad. Whatever the fuck happens, too fucking bad. All right, cool. If they're nice, if the people that own these vehicles are nice enough, then they will compensate you. They'd be like, yo, my bad, I'm sorry. Let me try to help you with that, right? But if you're out at a at a live track, right? Live. There's a reason me as a fucking Zen master, right? Why I'm out there, I always constantly watch for people that are like that have like minor accidents or something's up in the track, so that way people outside of it don't get hurt. And what pisses me off the fucking most is when people come through everywhere trying to watch the track a little closer. You have no problem watching the track a little closer. I just recommend, you stay back a little bit. But when you bring your car there, don't get fucking pissed when your car gets fucked up in case somebody in the track loses a part and it happens to fly your way. That's just how it is. Deal with it, you fucking asshole.
So I wonder if that's why they quit having the Cars and Coffee during the drift events. Because of people like that. Because the last Cars and Coffee was actually yesterday, the Godfrey one or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He just did it on the paddock. It was kind of weird.
Don't hold a Cars and Coffee event if you're not prepared to deal with the possible consequences of what happened.
Well, it wasn't the guys who held it. It was just that one particular guy, and then like the other people who bitch about it. And like, well, now your car is not in the Cars and Coffee. You are now technically in a hot zone.
Yeah, like you're like it's when you go to like at high schools that still have baseball fields, like on like some of the fences, they're just like, hey, if you park here, your shit could get wrecked by a fucking
foul.
Window.
That's a great point, Mike. That's absolutely wonderful.
It's like if you're assuming all the risk if you park here and a foul ball just goes through your windshield. Like it is not our fault. You
damaged your wrap. You bought a cheap wrap anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's just a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of shit.
That was my gripe, is that people just need, like, I get it, you're enjoying you're enjoying the event and all that stuff, but you need to get out of the way of these cars. These cars, one, are usually coming in hot. We try to stay low speeds and stuff like that, but sometimes we got to get out of the way.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like one time, my friend, he's coming off, and there's smoke, just steam billowing out from under his car, so he's just trying to get off track.
Oh yeah.
People to get the fuck out of his way, and he lost an engine. So it's like
shit happens. If it happens to you, you're in a hot place, especially if you're in a hot place. If you're not in a designated area and you're in the hot part of the track, you're gonna have to fucking deal with it by yourself, bud. It's up to the person's actual kindness and whether they want to actually help you or not, because it's not necessarily their fault. It's your fault for being out there in the hot area.
Drift boys are broke, man.
Exactly. We're broke. We're broke.
Broke as fuck. Like, broke as fuck. Like, I'll burn through like $500 worth of tires in a weekend.
So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we conclude our stream. Thank you for joining us on episode 12 of the Low Gear Sendcast. Brandon, unfortunately, lost internet, and of course, usually around this time, he has to go take care of his stuff. But you know what? I'll say goodbye for him. I sincerely thank Michael Chandler of the Cam Shenanigans group of CAMautomag, amongst other great things, for joining us. Go ahead and shout out your shit, Mike.
Yes, thank you, Kit. Glad this has made it through a dozen episodes. Shout out to you for doing this, man. But yeah, go ahead and follow me at CAMautomag on all the social medias. That's where we do the car stuff. Follow Nerding for Beginners on all the social medias. That's where we do the nerd stuff. Every Wednesday, we have a D&D playthrough podcast. Back on the car thing, me, Michael Pumpkin Nielsen, and Brandon Christiansen, former Pizza Dad, we are doing a motorsports-centric podcast called Formula Whatnot. We talk a lot about Formula One, but also other motorsports. So those episodes come out every Friday-ish. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget.
Yeah.
But Formula Whatnot.
Great stuff.
Yeah. Formula Whatnot, it took over the old CAMcast feed, so if you were subscribed to the CAMcast, congratulations, you're subscribed to Formula Whatnot. So, yeah, we just had our third episode, and going to have an episode next week where we talk about the Imola Grand Prix that just happened, which was fucking wild.
Fuck yeah.
And then,
Brandon.
Go ahead. Just coming in hot right here.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he's dipped.
He's done.
Yep. But yeah, and check out The Bowl Is Too Small. It is a little cooking blog. I do food stuff. I make horrible things like pastrami cheeseburger on Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yeah, I tried that. It's pretty delicious.
It's good.
It's got, mine did not go so well, probably because I used the frosted donut for the top one.
Oh, yeah.
That was the problem.
That's just like my sausage and egg on honey buns.
Oh, yeah. That'll... Yeah, I think if I just used regular Krispy Kremes or just like an unglazed cake donut, it would have been a lot better. But the double pastrami cheeseburger, that thing worked out real well. But at the bowl is too small on all the social medias. Follow me for dumb food stuff, occasionally good food stuff. But there it is. It's all my stuff.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you will see that link down below on our description because we are available on YouTube and my personal Facebook. But if you're watching this and somebody doesn't know me at all, you're probably on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, I don't want to pander too much, but hey, if you like what you see, go ahead and probably just, like what all the YouTubers say, smash the like button. I'm not looking for a specific number. If you want to see more of our bullshittery and our shenanigans, then please subscribe. You will not be disappointed because we talk about many, many things, and it diverges a lot. And you can find us specifically at our Facebook page, will be linked down below, the Low Gear Sendcast, aka the Low Gear Sendcast official. That is also where you can contact us officially if you have any sort of questions or if you have any sort of inquiries. You can contact us there and whatnot. We are currently working on trying to get onto an audio-only platform as well and expanding our social medias. So stay tuned for that. But of course,
it all takes time.
It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, exactly. So of course, if you want to stay updated to whatever we do, then go check out the link below, which is located in our Facebook page. Give that a like, and then you'll see all the updates that's going to go on. We are on every weekend, either Sunday or Monday, but usually right around this time, either Sunday. And we are on every time at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, and we usually do around 2-hour streams to 2.5 hours if we have extravaganza. So stay tuned for that. You'll be in for a joyride. It's totally fun. Thank you for watching. I absolutely love you. And I have been your humble Sin Samurai. And right next to me has been the ever so gracious, the man of many wares, Glenn. And
the one we call God.
Exactly. And up to my right hand corner.
Many wares, because I will make anything work on anything to get by.
Indeed. And up to my right hand corner has been our esteemed guest, the man I hold personally responsible for creating this, helping to create this. The Godfather.
You can't prove I did shit.
The Godfather, the cats. Michael Chandler. Once again, go check him down below. He has I linked down most of his links below. I had to update the links for the F1. But you can check out the CAMautomag. Go subscribe to that because you could see many, many cool photos, as well as Cam Shenanigans group if you're cool enough. Ooh,
yeah. You got to see David Curtis's Driftweek car.
Hell yeah!
Before, yeah.
Well, I did get to see the Volvo like in a speed shot.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You'll see me. You'll see Glenn. You'll see Mike. You'll even see Brandon. You'll see everybody you see on here on the CAMautomag. And we also got Bowls Too Small. If you're looking to spice up your life with some really, really good recipes, then go subscribe to that because that is muy buenísimo, very good.
We're getting there.
And if you wanna fuck around on Thursdays or Sundays, then go subscribe to the Nerding for Beginners Twitch Thursday, also Sunday where he does Skyrim, absolutely fantastic, fun as fuck, and multiple other games as well. And also on Thursday, we're now beginning to do the very awesome Halo, because we're getting back into that shit, buddy.
Master Chief Collection came out on Game Pass, so that's where we're fucking doing it. We're getting rowdy.
Oh, man.
Hell yeah. And right up above me, he's not there right now because, he thought it was done.
He's there in spirit.
Is my esteemed, most beautiful, awesome, basically my adopted father, because he always calls me his adopted son, Brandon Kuhn, the bearded drifter, the dwarven master of the Blood Angels chapter. That is him. So if you want to see what he does, I will link down below sometime after this stream is posted. Everything else, such as IG and places where you can follow them. Anyways, I've been talking too long. Thank y'all for joining me, and I'll try my best to interact with you a lot more and bring a lot more streamlined shit. But anyways, this has been the Low Gear Sendcast. Oh yeah, buddy! All right. Peace out.